Regis Sugden, another first round finish. First of all, I hate to bring it down. First thing we've got to talk about is your weight. You missed weight this time, 6 pounds, I believe. Why do you think that happened? Is it because
it was a complete sort of bizarre situation? I mean, up to a couple of weeks ago I went 100%, and weight was really hard to come down, and I was only a little bit over what I normally am, but I was in the sauna more than I've ever been in the sauna, and the weight just wasn't coming off. I mean, from 10 o'clock when we was planning on leaving, we didn't. I ended up leaving at 12, but I was in the sauna for 2 hours straight, and it only lost 0.3 of a kilo. Just wasn't going to come off of me, like whatever I tried to do. And I got here later on in the day, and I was trying to sort of run about, lose a bit of weight, lost as much as I could, and everyone who was there at that point realised I was dying on my feet, so they just sort of said, Ant was very sportsman in the way he said, listen, if I can go ahead, I know you're not a disrespectful sort of person, and I guarantee you I'll never miss weight again.
So what's your plans for it not to happen again?
And just do all the right things, keep the illnesses away, back them off nice and early, and just keep my weight down in general a little bit more. I mean, after my last fight, enjoyed it so much and been away a couple of times, sort of let myself go a little bit. Definitely not going to let that happen again. So.
You mentioned there that you struggle to get the weight off. I mean, you're only a young guy. Do you think it's a case of you are naturally going to outgrow the division that you're in at the minute as you grow up older kind of thing?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, if I was a couple of inches taller, I'd quite happily move up to featherweight. But the fact is, the guys are so big. And it's like a big brother fights at 7'7" in the K1 world, but they're all walking around the same size as him. And at this point in my career, as I'm coming up, I don't want to be fighting big heavy guys that's going to be on top of me. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just loving it at the minute. And bantamweight is the perfect division for me at the minute. Don't get me wrong, I probably will go featherweight in the future, but for now, bantam's my home. So.
Talk about the finish a little bit now. I think it was a straight right left hook you caught him with. Was that right?
Yeah, true. Right.
Talk us through it, Regis, how you came to land that shot.
Yeah, well, the game plan going in there was just to stay relaxed. I know I've got good striking. I spar with top class strikers, boxers, kickboxers all the time, and I knew it was going to be good. So all I needed to do was buy my time, pick my shots, and I knew the shot was going to come. And I seen the opening and I took it. My left hook's going to turn into a bit of a trademark, I can guarantee you that. So people better watch out for it or start learning how to defend it. So.
I couldn't help but notice you'd already dropped him, and by second nature you finished the combo with a leg kick. So that second nature, that clinical striking. How devastating do you think your striking, of which you're known for, how devastating do you think that's going to be in MMA?
Most definitely. I mean, there's some top class strikers in MMA, but in my opinion, there aren't that many. I mean, as an MMA fan, I can understand why some guys consider good strikers, but as a K1 professional, I mean, I had 11 K1 pro fights, and these guys, they're not that good. There's a couple of guys, don't get me wrong, that have got good striking, but I believe mine's one of the best, so I'm going to keep continuing to prove that.
And you're free now, who is it you want to face next? Is there anyone you've got your eye on?
All I'm going to say is I'm keeping a close eye on that fight tonight, World Bantamweight title. There's a couple of guys in that, both good guys, like them both, speaking to Alan yesterday at the weigh-in. But at the end of the day, that's where I want to be, and if I can get there, then nothing but good things can come from that. So.
You are making quite a name for yourself here in BAMMA. I mean, do you think you're ready for that fight though, at this current stage, or do you want a couple more fights before you take that title fight?
If I didn't think I was ready for that fight, I wouldn't be mentioning it. I've got to be honest. I mean, I was sparring with top class guys all the time. Andre Winner, obviously trained with Jimmy, worked quite closely with him, worked with some top class guys, and even just sparring people like Tim Wilder, Dean Truman, and people like that. And them guys I'm sparring with all the time, and I'm competing with them. So if I can compete with them, I can compete with guys my own weight at the same level without any issues. So.
Your brother Chad had a big win in Glory Dubai. I believe you went to that. What was that experience like?
Absolutely unreal. It was amazing. The best thing we've ever been to. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. We got treated so amazingly well, and Chad performed so well. The fight was a tough fight for Chad, but Chad delivered the game plan perfectly. And as a coach and a team, it was a great way to come into this fight off such a massive win. Because a lot of people were watching that fight. I mean, every time we walked down the corridor with Chad today, people have been saying, "Oh, good deal. Chad did well on Glory," and I was like, yeah, I know he did. It's an amazing thing how big it actually is, and hopefully I could be that big one day.
And finally, do you know when you'd like to be back out? We are back here in June, maybe then?
Maybe. I mean, I've got a bit of a holiday booked. It's always not my fighters to book holidays. Shows always seem to come at the wrong time. But I've got a holiday booked at the end of May. But if the right fight's there, and I'm feeling like I want to do a bit of training holiday, which I normally do anyway, I'll be well up for it, yeah, most definitely. And just look out for my guys, because I'm going to be wanting to fight all the time. So.
Thanks, Regis.
Cheers, nice.